What's up, y'all? This your girl Jay Rene with Prison Ride Radio. I hope that you're doing well. This evening, we got a brother on the phone by the name of Cumby Jr. All right, he's gonna talk to us about the business that he's putting together once he stepped on this side of the G wall, his endeavor and future plans. So we're gonna jump right into it. What's up, bro? How you doing?
I'm doing good, Jay Rene. How you doing?
I'm doing well. Thank you for asking. I appreciate
Okay.
you for being here today, so we can talk about what you got going on.
Definitely. It's blessings. So as you heard, my name is Cumby Jr. I did 12 and a half years in prison for armed robbery. I went in when I was about 20 years old, and throughout my time, most brothers, they choose to do whatever they do in prison, but my passion, the thing that I like to do was working out. You know what I'm saying? That was my therapy. That's how I escape. You know what I'm saying? That's how I stay sane and all of that. So basically, I decided to start a business called God Body Fitness. And the thing about my business is, it's a little different from most personal training businesses because of the simple fact I'm adding a little massage therapy to it.
Okay.
So basically, if you was to call and book a session with my company, at the end of it, tax-free, you get a massage, a deep tissue massage. So basically, when you call and book a session with my company, I want you to think of it from a more holistic standpoint than just personal training itself. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
It's more of a mind, body, and soul thing.
Okay.
So, I started that about 2 years ago because I knew I was getting ready to come home. And, I plan on taking it to the next level as soon as I get out.
Okay. Well, that's what's up. Definitely congratulations on that business venture. I'm going to back up a little bit and ask you a few things. So you said that, working out was part of what kept you sane, since you've done these 12 years. What are some other things that kept you motivated, to be able to knock this time out successfully?
On top of working out, it was reading, it was writing, it was listening to music, you know what I'm saying? It was playing chess. You know what I'm saying? I like to do things to sharpen my mind and work my mind out, you know what I'm saying, as well as my soul. Because, a lot of times brothers come to prison and they don't do nothing to better themselves, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
They do the same things that they've been doing all their life. And for me, as I sat back and I watched that, I didn't want to be one of them dudes. I wanted to come home a better man, not only for myself, but for my family. You know what I'm saying? So those were some of the main things that I did. Also, I'm a Muslim. So on the spiritual aspect, praying 5 times a day, that was something that I did to, stay sane and keep my mind throughout the time. Because, for those who don't know, I had never been in trouble prior to coming to prison. I had never been in juvenile, none of that. So this was my first time ever being in handcuffs, and they gave me a deal for 17 years and 8 months. So, so I had to come up with a plan quick, so I wouldn't, I wouldn't succumb to the masses of the system. Right. So that was the main thing that I did besides working out,
Okay. Yeah, for sure. So let's talk about the name, God Body Fitness. What made you pick that name? Right. What does it mean?
The thing about the name God Body Fitness, the reason I chose that name is because I felt, for me it was like, when you say God Body Fitness, you know what I'm saying? It's like, who wouldn't want to look like a god at the end of the day? You know what I'm saying? Who wouldn't want to look at their best at the end of the day? So for me, it was like, that's the reason I chose that name. Also because, like I said before, I want you to look at my company from a more holistic standpoint. So when you call my company, you're not just getting a workout. It's not just a workout for the physical. It's a workout for the mental and the spiritual as well. So that's where I got that name from. And, also just, my idea on God, you know what I'm saying, and how I see life. So that's where I got that name from. That's what made me go with that name.
Okay, for sure. That's what's up. So where will you be based out of? Do you plan on having them eventually all over the place? Where are you going to start at?
I'm gonna start in the Bay Area, and eventually I'm gonna go to LA, and then down south to like Atlanta or Houston.
Mm-hmm.
I do want to have a franchise eventually, my own gyms and stuff like that. But of course, I'm gonna start. I'm from the Bay Area. I'm from Berkeley, California, to be exact. So I'm gonna start in the Bay Area where I'm from, and then I'm gonna venture out. As it get bigger and bigger.
Okay. Speaking of where you're from, how was it growing up, in that area?
It was rough. Berkeley is not the toughest, city in the Bay Area, but it's definitely one of the toughest, you know what I'm saying? So, it's right next to Oakland, and we all know how Oakland get down, so it's one of the same. So growing up for me, it was basketball. It was, it was school, of course, but as I entered high school, I kind of fell out of love with basketball and school and stuff like that because, times got hard on me at the house. So what I was used to, I wasn't getting anymore. The Jordans and, the best pairs of clothes and all of that, right? I was used to that growing up. So when I got to ninth grade, all of that stuff stopped. So for me, my mind, my perspective, it turned towards the streets because I wanted to still continue to have those things, the nice things that everybody was having coming to school. So for me, growing up, I played basketball. I was ranked 9th in the nation in 8th grade, and all that. So I planned on going to the NBA. That was my number one dream. But of course, I got involved in the streets, and everything went upside down from there. So yeah, that was my childhood growing up. I had a pretty good childhood. Don't get me wrong. My mom, my grandma, my auntie did everything they could to give me the best. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But at the end of the day, I became a product of my environment, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm right there in the heart of the ghetto, where everything is going on, where everybody getting shot. You know what I'm saying? Drug dealing. You know what I'm saying? The gang activity, everything you could possibly think of that goes on in the hood. I was around that. Nonstop, 24/7, 7 days a week. You know what I'm saying? So I wound up becoming a product of my environment, and that's what led me to doing 12 and a half years in prison.
Yeah, I can understand that, bro.
Yeah,
I know that you're gonna have the fitness center and all of that endeavor. But what else does the future hold for you? Is there any other plans that you have? Aspirations?
Definitely. I also plan on writing a book. Just to help the young black youth out, and not even just the young black youth, just young children in general, growing up in an adverse society. You know what I'm saying? Where the odds are stacked against them, and I'm definitely gonna do that. I definitely eventually want to get into the music game, but that's in the future. Right now, I really want to do the training thing because it ain't too many brothers coming home from prison, doing that. And I feel that, it's a demand for trainers right now. I know from statistics and studies, there's a demand for trainers right now. And, it's something that I love doing, you know what I'm saying? So why not get paid to do something that you love doing? Right. They say if you do that, you'll never work a day in your life, right?
Right, that's what they say. That's what they say. And as you grow, you can expand opportunities to others in need. You know what I mean?
Right.
So that's really dope, bro. We definitely commend you on that. We definitely, hope you have much success, and many blessings and things like that. And, you're on your way home. So we look forward to talking to you when you're on this side of the G-Wall. So we can, speak to you.
Definitely. I appreciate that.
Most definitely.
Thank you for having me.
Oh, yeah, of course. Do you have any last minute gems you want to drop on us?
All I want to say is, man, if you got a dream, you know what I'm saying, and you passionate about it, don't let nobody tell you, you know what I'm saying, that you can't do it or it's not possible, you feel me? Don't think that you got to be all down and with everybody else and what they got going on, you feel me? You do your own thing, you stay in your own lane, you know what I'm saying? And you be yourself at the end of the day. Don't try to be something that you're not. Because trying to be something that you're not is either going to get you killed or put in prison. You know what I'm saying? And it ain't fly at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? So that's my last words. You know what I'm saying? And just be positive, man, and live your life.